up, and then you're gonna kind of bow the wrist a little bit. This is where we wanna be. We don't wanna be here. Let's start off by saying that amateurs usually stand like this in sand. And what they do is they hit the ground like this, which means they dig the ground. And professionals, what they do is they tend to stand a little bit more athletic, and they open up the club face, they loosen their body down, and they make a shallow divot, right? You don't want to dig into the sand. This is causing you the most problems in sand. And you know what amateurs do is they go here, and then they stop. They dig, and the ball goes like, 10 meters forward. So I'm gonna show you everything, how to go from being an amateur to hitting professional bunker shots. So yeah, let's do this. Let's keep it simple, guys. So when it comes to sand, right, you want to hit the ball high. You don't want to dig, as I covered in the intro, and you don't want to be right here when it comes to sand. So let me show you how it's done. And this is going to be a very short video because, I can explain, how to hit a sand in 20 different ways, but I'm just going to give you a simple explanation. So most amateurs are like this, and most not amateurs, some professionals as well. But so what we're going to do is we're going to stand wide, like really wide. If your normal stance is like this, you're going to be standing like maybe 6 feet wide. You're going to be like this. And then from here, you don't want to be upwards. So you don't want to be standing like this. You want to kind of position yourself a little bit more down to the ground. So your club stays a little bit more like this, right? Because you want to bounce from the sand. You don't want to dig the sand, all right? So look, let me give you an example. So if we look like this, right? We're all down. We got our, club face open. Then we can essentially just hit the ball. It's going to be fairly simple because the club is nowhere to dig because you're using the bounce. That's why we have the club and the bounce right here so we can use it, So look, let me give you another example. Stand wide. You're going to dig yourself a little bit more down so you kind of feel free towards the ground. So your gravity is pushing you a little bit more. You kind of bend your knees a little bit more. So you see, you're kind of in this position. And then from here, all you want to do is just go throughout the swing. You don't want to stop here, right? Most of amateurs, they don't like to hit sand because they're afraid of it. Once you actually stand like this, your fear is gonna get away, right? Of course, you're gonna need to practice. You're not just gonna go into sand and, start hitting bumps from it, but it's gonna help you drastically when it comes to just hitting normal shots. So from here, you're gonna stand a little bit wider. Your ball position could be, in the middle, a little bit in front. You're gonna feel your ball position as you practice. So you're gonna, adjust it. I can put it here, and I can still hit it, but it's gonna be a little bit shorter. If you're gonna put it here, you're gonna have to swing a little bit more inside. So your ball is gonna rotate. It's gonna have more spin. But you're gonna check all of these things when you're gonna practice. Of course, you're gonna have to practice. So get a bucket. And just hit the balls, hit it like this, right? As we said, wide stance, lower your club, and then go through the ball. All right, boom. Once I actually learned how to properly stand on the ball, and it was so much easier. Of course, there's a lot of different things that are gonna affect your bunker, but this is one of the most important things. As I said, stand wide. Lower your club and open the club face. From there, we got another advanced technique that we're gonna talk about right now. So let's go. Once you're gonna get those things done and you're gonna practice them a little bit, then you're gonna come to this video again, and we're gonna work towards release, right? What many coaches teach is bow your wrist, right? So they even taught us and me, but I kind of stepped aside because I knew that was not for me. So what they still teach, right, is this here, right? You bow your wrist like this, and then you bow your wrist like this. The problem with that is you're not going to be consistent, and the only thing that you need in golf is consistency. So look, bowing your wrist like this and like this is going to cause many problems. One of which is digging, right? Because if we just look at the robot, what robot does is he would be straight, and he would come at exactly the same time into the ball. So you would know how the ball is gonna react. But when you bow your wrist, sometimes you're gonna get, you know, onto the club a little bit early, sometimes you're gonna get a little bit of a head. And what's gonna happen, sometimes you're gonna dig, sometimes you're gonna hit a spinny ball, and you're just not gonna be able to control the ball. So from here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna loosen the wrist. This is the worst thing that you can do in my career. I'm totally honest with you. From here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand, like we said, a little bit more down, and then from here you're gonna kind of extend, right? You don't want to raise, you extend. So we extend up, then from here we kind of go down, right? And then from here we don't want to do this. This is a no-go, right? We want to do this. You see how look, this is where we want to be. We don't want to be here, we want to be here, right? Look, same. We don't want to be here, we want to be here. We want to extend, right? That's where the magic triangle comes in play, which is really good for a long game as well. So when you're gonna stand on the ball, what you're gonna do, you're not gonna be, you know, having your elbows pointed out. You're gonna have your elbows pointing down, right? So you're gonna be extended with both arms down, and it's gonna feel like you have a triangle here. And then you're gonna keep your triangle throughout the whole swing. So from here, we have the triangle, and then of course triangle is gonna be broken because you cannot be like this, and you're just gonna go with the flow. As we said no bowing, right? We're not gonna do this, and we're not gonna do this, right? I'm gonna show you example of how I played, right? I go here, extend, and I topped it over the green and it's out of bounds. I'm just kidding. Again, right? And I'm gonna do in a sequence because I cannot do without a sequence. So we're gonna go 1, and we're gonna go boom, and I topped it again. I have to do it in sequence. I'm sorry guys, I cannot stand up because it's just not gonna be the right perception for you guys. So here, down, right. I'm not gonna be, you know, standing like this. Of course the wrists are gonna be moving, boom, like this, right? So it's gonna be a little bit of motion like this, but the motion is not gonna be, as I said, like this. The motion is gonna be up, bow, down, then you're a statue, and of course the wrist is gonna be bowed again. So it's gonna be like this. Here you stand, we're gonna go up, and then you're gonna kind of bow the wrist a little bit. You're gonna feel this. You don't have to exaggerate this, but when you're gonna practice, you're gonna feel that you're gonna bow the wrist, because you know you cannot be just straight, right? You're not the Shimbo, you know, like this. So you're gonna go up, a little bit of bow, down we're gonna be straight, and then we're gonna be bowing the wrist again. But the difference between bowing is like this, right? This is wrong, this is correct. Do you understand? The club, when it's bowed the way you're not supposed to, it's gonna go like this, and it's gonna be aiming so far left, right? So if I go here, and I go from here, and I bow it like this, look where my club is aiming. It's aiming left, right? If I do this, it's gonna be aiming towards the hole, and that's what you want, right? Watch. First, we're gonna do the bowed wrist, which is not supposed to be. So we're gonna go here, bow, bow. I'm exaggerating, but essentially, hopefully you guys get the point what I'm trying to say. And you can look one of the best players in the world, Tiger Woods, Rory, you're gonna see magic triangle. Going that way, extending, and then going with the whole body and the whole turning throughout the way, because it's gonna be so much easier for you to hit and be consistent. And you're not gonna be afraid, right? Because when you do small movements in golf, leads to many mistakes. You want to play with your big muscles. You don't want to play with this and this. That's a no-go. Of course, you're gonna use this a little bit to some extent, but you're gonna use this, you're gonna use the triangle, you're gonna use the legs, the core, right? You don't want to be using this, right? This is gonna come naturally. You want to use big muscles to propel the other muscles, right? So here, let's do it again, right? Let's do it like there. We stand like this. You can you know, put the club on the ground so you're gonna have more feel. Put the club on the ground, stand a little bit wider, go down a little bit. Now you want to put your your hand so much down that it's gonna feel like it's like this, right? It's so much flat on the ground. And then from here, we're not gonna be blowing the wrist. We got a magic triangle. From here, swing, swing. Go through the ball, right? You have to not be afraid. So you really, you know, what I'm suggesting you guys to do is get yourself a bucket or two and just practice this. Put a line of balls, like bam, 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 bam. Put like 20 of them and just go. One, stand, down, boom. And then second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. And trust me, in a matter of weeks, you're gonna get this done, and you're gonna come to the course and you're gonna be like, oh, that's easy. It's gonna be bam, and you're gonna be by the flag, right? So I'm gonna give you now a few slow motions so you guys can understand what I'm trying to sell. I mean, not sell, but give you some opportunities so you can improve as well. So hopefully at the end of this video you will understand what I was trying to say. So let's do a recap, all right? First, when you stand narrow, your club is gonna be digging. You wanna open the club face. You don't wanna have it upwards, you wanna have it down. You wanna have it flat on the ground. So open the club face, put it flat on the ground. From there, you don't wanna stand narrow, you wanna stand wide, right? From here, you don't want to be so much up with the posture. You want to be down. You want to be athletic, right? So same thing. Watch. From here, first thing, open the club face, put it down, stand wide, and then from here, we got the magic triangle, and we just swing it with the magic triangle throughout the whole swing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Look, if you did, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And if you have any more questions about the sand or how you should play it, if you have any more problems in golf in general, let me know. I'll try to do a video on it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.